Yabamina watching my baby and fire and Rabbit Jam Jumedia so on Adom TV, Ghana's #1 account TV station. You're live at Facebook, search for Adom TV Extra. So now call YouTuber search for Adom TV and so Hodom. But they accuracy Asia. Etiano pay you one common back we about say baby DM. When it was now to me and come ye about a new patriotic party Mabato Mokako to 31st January 2026. Eddie ye Nipo Betu Franca at the Amomo. Fortunate for us, and there will be a wire research post on it delegates. Yeah, got to a bunny be akasa. Now, near man for so actually comes out say, hey, for no fee seka and be fun to Mabano and fa enco. Penny will fear no pay any baby and one a quick one. Best than a new entemy video be a D a him. Now, a young say, Dr. Bawumia so attend so I responded to the video. The video near Ora Kennedy or Agyapong. Yeah, all kinds of media for Dr. Bawumia. Dr. Bawumia emped for fees says some yen quickly and somewhat Kennedy or Agyapong a kayenti. Amen. Dr. Bawumia Atana I responded to it.
I've never seen a liar like our former flag bearer on earth. He's a liar. Said Duah one contested because not Oya. This man is a liar. Today I tell you he's a liar. You shouldn't vote for a liar. A man who is lying to have power. Wow. Won't hear the history. Duah occurred 1992. And we win. And occurred general election. And we lose. 1996. The former black flag bearer, Ejine Kumasi, Kasena Duah Yare. Kufuor contested Duah in 1996. And a Kufuor BT Duah and the flag bearer. He was fighting to go on the post, and they did not agree. And we contested. I will pay power. We be able to mine him now to be detro a distorted history. Say, Mesra Mamon to Abama. Bawumia. Obia man in nickname so a liar. More than a bar.
Okay, see, Ora Kennedy or Agyapong or company phone more war press or a flag bearer Ediama, the new patriotic party, and a training can inquire most near Chairman Dr. Bawumia campaign communications and anakomia and coaching. When I take a channel pay a baby jump to be so. Dear Metonka, dear mom free send ye Kennedy or Agyapong a kay any Musa.
You mean my member Basso. Say waiting about video no ma eti or my share with me video. Na me chia with tea for the warfare for so. Me video now boy. Kennedy Agyapong described Dr. Bawumia as a liar 8 times in the video. 8. Do boy yana me kind. 8 times. Nothing is about me, a friend or your trophy be on can acquire 8 times. But about me, I can NPP, Omoya Franke Tuni elections, 1996. I had second time and I NPP, I applied their elections. But about me, I can 1996 elections. Professor Duah Hini. No, you flag bearer 1992, no. Professor Duah in do 1996, no. No, Yari. And Nuntino flag bearer elections, no. Professor Duah in the one year when genetic. I think about Gako Casa. And Nuntina Bawumia, your trophy of our friend or trophy 8 times. When you don't catch delegates any Ghana for them, me and 12 ma Obia. Tran fraud is a Dr. Bawumia. Me a question.
Nana.
Only a funny post say, Obia or party move Dr. Bawumia, and now say Obia or party will not go and work and say determine an acomia. Maybe my coca be people, na beer, na me can yano, and shed and yano quarrier. Now, Shakwanya, Kennedy Agyapong, or describe Nipana, we Nana Yanin said, I said no, or the act of Bawumia Kokaya, or no artist about Bawumia. No, Kwani Bawumia can't ask him no baby. Bawumia on can baby that say 1996 NPP for a Kwakoto flag bearer elections. Now, Professor Duah, he no yari and into one like Bawumia can't ask him no baby. Baby, I can't ask anything. So, I said no cry, Kennedy Agyapong, and it's about Bawumia. And
okay.
That's number one. Now, number two, if you know, your papa Obio Chantro 8 times, or liar, or truthful 8 times. That is the more beer and Trabama, no more beer and Trabama or trophy. And so now, Kennedy Agyapong, I can't out so. But me, I can't ask you no baby. I can't say. Number one. Our dance be a video be an answer voice about me cancer them now on feme to them. Now so this dance be no dia. Now some no cancer Bawumia hono. As a set of a more catcher. And then the most minimum decent reaction from Kennedy.
Okay. So that me share the tag Bawumia a liar. Sena wakasakas what kind 8 times kakre boy no. Had Dr. Bawumia pa.
Oh, akwesi. Na wajuma ya uye ewa Adom FM. Na obisi wakoka bibia anya no kware. Na no your friend with all your truthful. Now so no kanu enim enyoya.
Okay.
No, dear, or no, be a vice president of Ghana for 8 years. After the year party to say NPP flag bearer, I just say, we are leader. Now, General TPS were cancer, say, we saw your
okay. Nana, Sasem no, a no cresse a pure Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia campaign your year, our Ashanti region. Say, na Aduwai, sir, as say. Na Dr. Aduwai rented 1996 went to me and contest no and of course a peer or Dr. Bawumia campaign ya wo ye e wa Ashanti region mu ana
Onim sa se mi the kofa sa se di bai
David
openi bi o ye party mu a we free with the thing your friend no akenten apia menka
okay
means what in the that
yeah
no mo di party market pa maybe a trade. That's an a school for. I don't do market in the back. Now, Professor, I can't appear making. Don't I have Pinos,
Yapino soup, yeah.
And I want to book. Nancy and or launch a book no a couple of years ago. Now, the book or try or not wrong, we would say 1996 elections, you know. For NPP, bracket to the flag bearer. Na Duah hine, J. Kufuor, Johnny Selby, Nidipa, Kakebia Kong. Now, so Duah hine, no, nothing won't do no. I don't know. Appear make a show the book no more. The campaign, when Tinafa, and what they share campaign. I don't see no, a Duah hine, a elections, don't also be no. Of deny elections, they be Emma J. before the big team. Do mind it was so me no. But say na appear menka wrong with the book no. Say let no query no query what's wrong with the book no there. Na poverty do by any home to
okay.
So big dinners are the so at the cancer one. Will be dinners are me who the crap with the back at them can, but I have to be in dinners like a seminar. They be a book na nipa na refer. But I never Bawumia and the cancer seven. Bawumia cancer no baby ada. Me to my sister NPP party for a cancer. But me ya Mpensenpensemu. So your reference to story na wo appear in book.
Okay.
Mpensenpensemu na mate. Na say me nya me tie want to me into a cancer seminar. But Bawumia on cancer seminar baby.
Okay.
It is what is we are fly will be also person be party in na be Mpensenpensemu obey Mpensenpensemu. Now what you we cry no. After now be cancer nipa near a trophy. So now obita for people.
Okay. Okay. So Nana
when Bawumia can we will be beard.
Okay. Me jakwa mu akoba this thing on our Kennedy or in Agyapong. Yeah, and yet too likely for him to withdraw statement or make it. Say, Sauko we say on withdraw statement no wanya Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia campaign team obeye day.
Oh, never wanya, that is on no the integrity I went for. Because the what can say as a general so a dinipana term after or tropo bear 8 times. Now you try to say and you no quarry. Now, so need to so be but the only decent thing to do,
okay,
is to withdraw and apologize.
Okay.
Who is the answer?
Yeah, okay.
What's all can't say before will be home. Now, when the old free there, now can you no quiet. Now, later, if who say, I said now I can, and you no quiet. Now, waiting on station, so it's the Nipa emotion. Now, later, a child said, I said now, can I would if I be no quiet. Who apologize and I will draw.
Sana multimedia share Ghana Journalists Association is a tier.
And she's one withdraw. But saying I said, God for the ethic before you answer.
Okay.
But I made sure on the bed. MPP Nibia would see the Ghana Nibia would see. That's now. Kennedy Agyapong Jina so a deep Bawumia terms of trophy. I said no. See, I can't be a witch and try Kennedy Agyapong.
But I say, Nana come here.
Okay. Now, on chance,
okay. Nana, but I
apologize. Sana me and Kamea, Sana walk Kamea.
But yet I say, Nana come here, a chairman, the Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia campaign. Near share communications from CNH and come on, Edifa, and someone a year or Kennedy or in Agyapong, editor Jano, on the brighter side of life, let me say a happy birthday and confirm my mommy Otiko Efisa Jaba and then your birthday, former Minister of Gender. Mami Otiko Efisa Jaba. Happy birthday. And call and for Yangopo Winchrow. No nyo kesi ko say obeye kesi pa. Then also this is a special message from the programs manager of Adom 106.3 FM, and it reads: a special happy birthday to our beloved Madam Patience Lamptey of Teshi First Junction. Today, we celebrate more than your birth. We celebrate a life filled with grace, favor, and unwavering love. Your motherly care has been our shelter, your wisdom our guide, and your heart our home. Our prayer is that God continues to sustain you with strength, surround you with good health, and bless you with long life and deep peace. Happy birthday, confirmer, Madam Patience Lamptey. And then, Wawuda. We wish you all the best. Nyakopo and Kaho. And also, happy 50th birthday to Mrs. Belinda Ohine Opare Ado. Happy 50th birthday to Mrs. Belinda Ohine Opare Ado. We fi Nana Irinchi Mampong Equiapem Apes Makahine Ehodom and a buy. So, Komodo Ebre Edu. Dr. Evans Gia, or your lecturer, or your researcher. Why ye a shemu kakradia fa NPP for abato ya mokwa kotono eso. Ebisa amanfo se why na so no oto abani bia or your delegate one akoto abade amano. O ye NPP chiteni a one face the delegate ne entu aba enfamano. And no command pay ba bedniahwe. Later na question bi on bia no. Yes, Doctor, good morning.
What's he? Measure so.
Boko de.
Yeah, me Adom.
Yeah, they are. Is the first time I will hear election poll?
So yeah, first one August, and second one September to October, and this one is the last one. When you started from October 20th, and January 9th.
Okay, so from last year.
Last year,
2025.
Yes.
But this is the first election. Moye poll. So.
Yes.
Okay. Do you motivate you? Interest in saying?
Oh, so I think I've said this over and over. I'm an interested party Okay. I'm a neutral person. I'm an interested party.
An interested party.
Which means that I'm a member of the New Patriotic Party.
Okay.
Nti Ashasia no ne camp the 2-horse race no more 2023 omo koye no.
Okay.
Ne Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia and Honorable Kennedy of Agyapong. Nti ne senior member what is a godfather figure or Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia's side wanted me to join and make a meeting. And at July that time my program or Harvard faculty level teaching with AI. There was a program at my university, Agyapong, and I'm the head of international relations for the university too, aside being the lecturer.
Yeah.
So me kasa program nasa shortly, and that's what Honorable Kennedy. That's July 2025. Ishia me. Into Ishia me no kasa no. Okache ni senior members and say he would want me to be a part of his team. Into that is where research started. So I told the senior member from Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia camp and the senior member from Honorable Kennedy of Agyapong camp say, I think I don't want to join anybody without say a scientific research and data. Okay. Into my memory, I did the first one. And the first one I'm here 8,000. That one I'm from a
8,000 delegates out of the 200,000.
204,000. I'm fair no I'm a 2. And my senior, in fact, I have there are 8 professors, but the senior most, I'm the trainer. Okay, data and I said, Doc, something. This is not the normal general elections. Yeah. And there is a lot of voter dynamics. And if we polling station back or another one, electoral area to electoral area, dynamics no bit me assess. Okay. And ye increase sample size no. Okay.
So the number of delegates na mo kasa. Professor mo for be enka 8,000.
Enka 8,000 no. So the precision, reliability of the research no. A bear sure because we want dynamics be breeding. He advised, and you move it call 20,000. To move it call 20,000. That was the first one I did betuja. Okay. Publicly, and then we share that one. Okay. My intent since we August, and then I didn't plan to move on because the intent was make choose between 2 of these candidates. Yeah. But the same professors, the team said, no, we are making a big mistake. If you make a decision on this, most of the candidates share the delegates in okay. Until you could be wrong with that data now when you
a month to pay.
August
2025.
2025.
Okay. So that was the second part at Noye.
No, that's still okay. But the public that was the first one.
But that was the second poll at Noye.
Yes.
Because no, the one with 8,000,
which
and
was
the one with 20,000.
Exactly. Okay. But the 20,000 is the bigger set, and 8,000 70. No, 20,000, 8,000 a day. Okay. We increase the number. Okay. And the moment when we Anna Okachem said no. So I had somebody from a senior member from the camp of Dr. Mahmoud said, Doc, Mekwana advice you say, still 1 year wide dream Pierre. I don't know you be a monshare because first research in the crown, ye crowns on our boy. Okay. And somebody called from Dr. Yao said, also say a boy, Dr. So I got 4. I'm saying a camp of engineer coordinated Japan at first and Obian rich, but 4 they reached out. Okay. So I realized, said, no, there's no need to rush and make a decision on who I would support. Okay. Why don't I do a second one and why don't I do a third one? And that's the reason why we did 3.
Dr. Evans Duah, Miyako Akoshe, Jumana, Wayano. Send a Jumano esimi etie. You better share the first one. You better share the second one. Near share the third one. Near share insunsua. A freedom in mo by tea. But me I'm first line no. I think that'll be about the overview.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. My first line after share how are the whole research in Nakasa esimi etie. But I can't so many sort of comments so Abel WhatsApp number is 0531. 029795 0531 029795 for comments for WhatsApp number we should never bra for odini baby at the free bar e can question bia will be ano bisa the researcher bisa penina or yeah research no what the question e bank one dia maybe sa question no adamanti doctor yeah share first or slab I'm sure adwuma no effort the first one out here no what was the outcome?
So, in fact, it's better to say many parts to the context of this research. Okay. So this is not just a normal post. This is a scientific research. And in this scientific research, no, ye neoma ye premise no neoma mieni so.
Okay.
The kan ye 2023 primaries na NPP and 2024 general elections.
Okay.
It is important. The first context no ye better say.
Okay.
And only ye say offer the New Patriotic Party 2023 from 2008 to 2012. His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo and the Honorable Alan Trematin. And a tour all the way to 2020. And at 2020 to 2023, no, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia as against Honorable Alan Trematin. Okay. Then in 2023, getting to the elections, no, then Honorable Kennedy Agyapong joined the race. And the superdelegates in CA, that was around August, no, the superdelegates in CA, no, and then Honorable Kennedy Agyapong moved to the second position. Okay. And in November 2023 was when the general elections was at. And to hear the general elections now, you realize that all the polls that came around that time, the polls Nina was actually predicting that Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia will win with some 90%, some 85%, 75%. In fact, there is no polls that predicted that he will win even above Honorable Kennedy Agyapong will win above 15%. Okay. So you could see that the polls were showing that there was going to be a dominant competition between actually the two people. But what actually happened was that at the end of November 2023, you realize that Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia had 61% and Honorable Kennedy Agyapong actually had 37%. Okay. Now with this, it is important to put it in a context. He won voter, that's Honorable Kennedy Agyapong, he won voter region. Jorini voter region, no, we need central region. And a greater Accra on any ball in Punimpu. And out of this, no, which metric you when you go through the slides now. Okay. And for now, no, because of
okay, yeah, slides. Let me share the next one. Okay.
Okay.
I've got the next one now.
Okay. Okay. But changing now, I say. And see, what happened was that in 2023 general elections, the thing that we learned is free on say, ofe nipa dubia emu 9 etuaba ema Honorable Kennedy Agyapong.
2023 primaries.
2023 primaries. And emu nsia etuma Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia.
Okay.
And what it means ni say these are omuye nipa mienu a ekono omuko no obia na ne ho eden kakra. So now we came to the 2024 general elections laws, which is Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia and His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. So between the two of them, the election loss, no margin, no, 200,000, no, 500,000, no, 1 million. It was 1.6, almost 1.7 million. Now that election loss, no, and no anastatima delegates, no, you're running this framework. Into yeah, no, this is a scientific.
What election laws are any idea?
And the 2024 general elections, okay. Okay. MPP against NDC. Okay. His Excellency Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia for MPP, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama for NDC. That general elections, no, the difference of votes okay. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, the two, His Excellency Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Okay. And that one's almost close to 1.7 million. Now, okay. Gap now. The delegates, no, they decline, omo political actors. So, you might say they are politicians. Yeah. Into omo nampacho, omo represent a party, no, at polling station. Okay. Omo na represent a party na constituency, region, national, diaspora, TESCON, omo represent a into sa delegates we no, omo na a kokoton candidate, no. Into omo koton candidate, which is Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Into omo koton we na battle no coin, there was a loss. Into the first thing I see and say, you're favorable because I'm retrospective evaluation. Into the omudron say, na ye lusu abano because a candidate here didn't coin, am why na say obeboy. Into you start to be so more question. Okay. This candidate in a didn't coin, yen fanning could be. Say answer ni yes, sir. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, you okay? Okay. Answer ni no, na fe umaba, obi fufro ewo. Into your free be electability questions. Into okay. So more questions say, dear Ghana for betuaba ama candidates in the Nekoya Nasa Debbie. That time no master share the other options are mpatro more. And the options no more no. For 2023 no me no. na Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia and Honorable Kennedy Ohene Agyapong.
Okay.
But 2026 year ye betui nipa miensa abeka ho. Dr. Brane Champon, Dr. Yawose Duchum, and Engineer Kwabene Agyapong and ono start ya oni omanwie up to the main primaries. Enti ne mwa beye enum. Enti enum no uhwe at that point na omo filter wo madwin omo sone so aka say enti hwan ne de ne kwa ebeye bo mo ansa da anye sure kakra. Enti omo twen say nipa numi na yen hyehyɛ omo. Enti ho no mo start delegate enu nti na me start me ka say me professors ne lecturers na me omo adwuma omo ka say da bi ye pim August a ye beti because bebre ne candidates nye den enye nhia. Nti asema omo kan say omo train omo ne delegates ni hia nti ha ne engagement translation. Nti omo ne omo aye outreach ne but ho na utum say ebi mo start say omo gain momentum.
Nipa 5 no.
Nipa 5.
Okay.
Nti ubon say ye call into numbers na bon say big cost at a point no wa ba from no asa cost. Nti ha no na omo consolidate ba around October ho November ho no omo ye omo adwin pi no omo ye omo adwin pi. But bi omedru no it's a late stage constraint. What it means ni say most of them are your marginal. Into this last
about over 204,000 delegates.
204,000. I can say from our research that about 96.6% will decide on this elections. Baby, on person to my back. Until more decided,
just about 3%.
Yes, about,
and then decided.
Yes, about 3.37% into me decide because Oma go through this stage, you know. But remember, as a delegate, we are politicians.
Yeah.
And he said, also, or receive or ban or what your bayama when yaje. But baby, or better now back on the
okay.
When baby, so
the late stage constraint, no. Are you saying, say, this is the point of failure? Delegates no candidates in area.
Majority of them.
And now almost so much dream penipa okay. The next one I'm sure nipa delegates no more so much now 96%. Okay.
Quickly now how may run it through.
Okay.
And it's good to research no you free BB scope of research.
Yeah.
More 204,893 no.
Okay.
More to about 2023 November no.
Okay.
Or more na set to about 2026 January 31st. But additions abeka.
Yeah.
The former executives, former appointees, omina abeka. But we could not risk it with this research because omodi omina abeka nam 215,000. If we 204, it could 215,000. And omu se ibimo sebi ome free mo.
Yeah.
Enti nyame form currency. And omu yi omu free. Album in about 212. And now man for Cocasso, Mammy call women no yehuno constituency, Obina dina beshe moncaho, no me frame, Tina about 211. Yen to me and you should that album because a lot of ye amount for from the doors. And you could sample and no any pan cocasevi, no cassa metuma bakwa, now bet to say a yine frima, and
only vote in found.
Into the end, said the baseline now what 2023, and one idea August, and one idea September, October, and one idea October to January.
Okay.
But you say, Amantia, we know test conform former appointee Omonka, sir, we and I'm patro nipa 40,988. If we be random sampling in terms of the trail on penny phone be cry. Ye research near ye man nipa and selected sample no. Your machine ye demand no. And the machine ye demand now. Share the composition of your constituency now. Ye were member of parliament. Ye were council of elders, council of patrons. Ye were constituency no executives more. And ye were electoral areas no. Ye form electoral area coordinators. And ye were polling station no. Polling station executives. Now, say offer sa top na makana on the average only about 5.5%. And a polling station executives, no, almost polling stations, no, almost 94.5%. And what it means, ne, a show for near Kakrabi, and a seer for now between from grassroots delegates, on a dozen power. Into the dynamics near say, ye no, main case will be an sample size is an own to mean predicting ye no. In sampling, no, we are sampling year is a crowd between me predicting. But when you general elections, in Tehon and person small education. Over general elections, meet me about Greater Accra, my core market, then my court natural room, meet me the sentiments of the people. Aka say Greater Accra, Hanon Beto Mabako. But about delegates na dynamics be brave ewum. And 2% unya more. you pick more polling station be anu tuminya ba ku mienu free polling station be across the country and ma wo back close to the reality na our ground until we know about the scale of precision and our reliability intina you try say benya as many polling stations possible to interrogate.
So into we know moye there na mo pick delegates in the numbers mean say they have it's a four posts na moye
me patcha into we know delegates now and say omo ntefa ko
yeah
into untumi kwa okase usi form kwa no because nipa na hakwa ye ni address for album nim ti album no nipa ne picture ne din the oye wo polling station and executive ne position and an phone number enti enya dia obetumi hu ba bi omote ana okọ grounds sesia candidates ni movie amount for year enti ebeye den say
obetumi enya omo nyina enti we ye that one pick say ene ebia me fa Asante Mampong constituency Asante Mampong constituency person me interview delegates be 5 and a one we then one pick say 5 delegate number
enti dia ye ne say for we ohwa patcho ye 20%.
Yeah.
20% no. Dear ye na ye be quota sampling and as a proportional sampling. Yafa constituency omye 1,000.
Okay.
Another constituency total delegates near 5 and me usually round figures na easy. 1,000 no 20% it means ye the mass system na yes in my randomly nipa 200
system bay.
Also system no as now we are artificial intelligence. Be to me a day in album maybe a constituency. So we'll have the full album per every constituency. And on unya from the New Patriotic Party office. Until I have it in Timpacho made a trail, me so their trail. To bring album na ubia womb. But we pay human interface.
Album no. Nipa say no what album name. Album now odi or something.
Album na mpacho. Any that's the total number of all the constituencies.
That's what we used for 2023. No?
Yes,
album it 204,000.
Mpacho.
Enya na AGM. And I share AI system.
Yes, it is.
And the system na the choice say e be a number is 0233444444. Na system na say another.
No system no eyi nipa. Nti on say
oyi nipa bay.
Nti mpacho
delegate no.
Mpacho. Delegate album nti ma mentwe mo beti ase. Offer album no per constituency na offer first page na no. E be a member of parliament, e be a member of parliament na nka ho. But ubenya council of elders wo, ubenya council of patrons wo, ubenya electoral area coordinators. Ana wasa enya polling station. Nti ebeba once a page bia no polling station executives for next year day but what you say and unya omuyina ewia o de ma system now what you do say you give a prompt no catch and say me pe nipa in terms of 1,000 there no ye proportional sampling ye because but you tell the because say I was say ye representative of the true population no and baby 1,000 no ye 20% 200 baby ye 500 no ye 20% 100. And what it means is constituencies next no you be interview more people. Constituencies next no you be interview less people. Until you see the same index at the all constituencies. Now the miniature form of the bigger 200 and
because when the interview about how the delegates are selected for that random course. Ebia no be against nipa would you see samples of 40,988. It's easy for you to get one camp and tell you say, oh, Charlie, nipa we A, B, C, D, waha, for moka or sampling.
So, and say we don't have a human interface for the sampling.
And yet, a more I won't know, delegates no.
Okay.
I make come from the camps of the 5 aspirants. So, it's me about, oh, doctor, we the pedia no afraid delegates.
And I say a human interface and see, let me pick my phone, which may be a show.
Okay. I'm far from. I hadn't na
don't worry. Intimpacho.
See, we want no a year.
Bacho.
I think
random sampling now.
Yeah.
The machine ne pick my no picture ne crown. You pick any panny din, the position, ne number. Machine ye my.
Machine ye my.
Yes, and we do that intentionally so that.
Well, in fact, my machine that is a national lottery for the NBA.
Yes, so randomly into a random sampling.
Okay.
Until there is no human interface. Into prompt, you know what we do. You say. At the top, no, only a 5.5%. Polling for no, into prompt near this. Pick 5.5% from the executives no, for us.
Okay.
Pick 94.5% from this for us.
Okay.
But make sure, say, as many polling stations as possible, which may ye one person be a minimum of one, ye may. Because I think the polling stations, I'm not having the figure right, it's about 40,000. Into the system, no so be tries to be as many as possible. Into at least research, which make us a polling station be and which mean you nipa ba could be either every ho. But and no just see too many polling station be akasa because there is 9,432. And in research also you have to account for non-response. Your friend and you be an inyano. You nipa friend no number na what system no kwa na number na wrong. Into be a nipa no friend when yano. Obi on so unyano and so baby or no so ntimi no nyede enkasa. Into sound kofuko no 9,432 patron. Okay, what you say?
Mate. Okay. It's you call the next one na. Afi says they are phone calls.
But Hano cry is very important. No, patron, come back.
Just okay.
What we did is say for the third one we run according to the regions candidates, most of them etumi akoho.
Okay.
Into offer Buno East I have one Western North. Yes, starting October 20th Ebano. Then majority of the candidates in Nampacho Medican alcohol.
Okay.
Into yes, static consent, you be sure Ashanti region in Trato.
Yeah.
The Ashanti region to see a Dr. Mamuba me hono. Into yes, that follow Muskel send at least baby o ma touch a crown.
Okay.
Ne enkoba say, ye ni omukasa kwa ne nipa ne yede. Enko until August, baby on money be your money on munshia. September, October, baby on munshia. But by this one, send a year scheduling no. And you modiano, it's okay. Patron.
I will call the next one now. When
the scenario there, just quick one. Yeah. Worst case scenario, which is the raw data.
Okay.
Tinipane say 2023 metumaba mawe, 2026 metumaba.
Okay.
Or say mensheda yes sure the metumaba at the amano. Or say minim and mean to mean country on your own disclosure on decided patron. And the best case need you assume say ubia to naba.
Okay.
Then that's how we want. Patron next one.
I'll call the next one now. We share the next slide and so.
Okay. I'm saying freeze.
I'm share the next one. ATM say Obika message you send me up say, can you please hit the nail at the right spot? This explanation is taking too long for me.
Okay. But Yoko.
Okay. When you say Doctor,
I'm on for per results, no.
I'm on for per results.
But also,
say as baby, a free baby.
Yes.
And the other I think say Unya Santi Asena. I know everything up.
Whilst you are waiting to your when results, no bones your national level.
Okay.
And your regional level.
Oh, okay.
And
I'm breaking down to regions.
In fact, we can even tell even the constituency. But it's not in this report.
Okay.
Because the reason is that you're static free, you're picking as many polling stations as possible from the system. No?
Yeah.
And in constituency B, and we have one, and then the region and the hand. So,
okay.
Pacha.
Oh. Maybe IDM say numbers none better.
Okay. Pacha, best back. Oh, what's up? Okay, yeah, sure. You don't Pacha stay here because of time. Pacha, until you start here, no, over Augusta. Honorable Kennedy in Agyapong, he was at 37% in 2023.
Okay.
2023.
Yeah.
But he started by August, no free 37, about 41.73, which means about 4 abekam.
Yeah.
Anna Osa call should be this worst case scenario, raw data. And the worst case scenario in the raw, there is nothing about we interpreting it. And this is the raw data. And this is inclusive of undecided and undisclosed. Inti ubon se or rise by 44.11%. Anna was rising by the time you drew January 9th there. Now you see on 47.07%.
January as of January 9th.
That was when we ended. Until this report is from October 20th to January 9th.
October 20th, 2025.
2025.
To January 9th. 2026. Okay, now can you moving from 41.73% to 44.1% to 47.07%. So see, like I said, that was a Nipado do imagine so much about the amount.
Yes, over this one, but we're inclusive of undecided.
Okay.
Any undisclosed.
Okay.
Which okay. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia started was 61% 2023. Yeah. And then by August, now he was now at 39. Tino had dropped it from 61 to below 40%.
As of August?
As of August. Into 39.09, then 39.51, and dropped to 35.92 for the raw data as it is.
Okay.
Dr. Barney Champon is starting, he started so well, 11.34, but dropped it sharply, 6.28. This was the time when the Eastern MPs endorsement a lot of things. So ne amount for intina ye 3 waves and me show mu baby mu go through. Until baby obon so my confused. But with time no margin delegates need decide. Until by January 9th no we rise back, we recover to 8.22. Dr. Yo said the trim started 2.71. October the no cost 3.1, but I drop it about 1.95. Engineer Kwabne Japan 0.63, 0.6, 0.490. I imagine. So
okay.
Then for the best case scenario, Honorable Kennedy Ohene Japan is doing 51.49%. No, rise it to 53.80. So 52.59. And to Oshe Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, none the worst case no form. Anna or status or gainy. But when you were improving lately, but the margin between 36.24 and 52.59, didn't say best order. Until as at January 9th, Senkia 2 about this January 9th now. Out of the 5-year so we be across 50 plus 1. But your elections we know 50 plus 1 or runoff. It will be across 50 plus 1 a runoff. But per what we have here, say we be across 50 plus 1, then it is Honorable Kennedy Ohene Japan in this January 9th, as a January 9th. And see, that is what happened in this scenario. But you call the next one, that'll be the last one. The rest and reports is in the public domain. PBR can have. So this is more slides and more the full report. Ubit me a kind. But Yanko.
Wait, regional breakdown.
Yeah, but something. Some young called national or something. This they are supposed to show, but I can. Oh, it's not. Tupa, let me speak to it. Yeah, my main family. Let me speak to it from there. Very well. But upper uncle last page.
Last page. If in you.
It's offer. Currently, Ashanti region. You can stay here in the entry. Ufa Ashanti region currently, Ashanti region from both worst case and best case Ashanti region. None of them are across 50%. As a general, across 50%.
As of the last one, Indian.
January 9th. Ashanti region is keenly competed. But Honorable Kennedy Ohene Japan is leading in the worst case scenario and in the best case scenario. But a baby a bosso until changes between see. I have for and so a bosso. But Honorable Kennedy Ohene Japan is leading. Buno Honorable Kennedy Ohene Japan to Buno, for example, started August. Na Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. October na switch by Honorable Kennedy Ohene Japan. January.
Buno region.
Buno also has switching now and also Honorable Kennedy Ohene Japan. Buno East, August was Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. October was Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. And January also Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. But the number of undecided and undisclosed Dawson. Into a best case scenario, it may switch. Central region, there has been for Honorable Kennedy Ohene Japan throughout. Eastern region, August was Dr. Barney Champon. October, and a switch by Honorable Kennedy Ohene Japan. January, and a switch. And what is happening in Eastern region is
January switch
it's still Honorable Kennedy Ohene Japan. And the honor dynamics ni say Honorable Kennedy Ohene Japan kwana ebiankone Dr. Brian Ekwa ebianka Dr. Brian Champon betuno Eastern. So nkone Dr. Bawumia kwanso kwanso anko betuno. But Dr. Brian Champon if Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia camp no so be compete. So our data is showing say about 85% of votes now onya wo Eastern or train for Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia.
Dr. Brian Champon.
Dr. Brian Champon. And 15% per anno to me train every Honorable Kennedy Ohene Japan. Enti abro mumie no pre hon we nam 6,000 votes, we nam be 3 to 4,000 votes. No Honorable Kennedy Ohene Japan 8,000 no gina ho no or there no afem edikan wo ho. Enti offer Greater Accra from August, October to January still Honorable Kennedy Ohene Japan. Northeast is the most emphatic region. 76%. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia is leading with emphatic. I don't know super percentage wise now. But the surprising thing is that the Northeast, Wikwa is good. Patrick, you can stay here. Until let me speak to it here. Into Ohia dynamics now hana for more mobile kind report and omehono. The red one here Honorable Kennedy Agyapong, na blue one here Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Into Western region assistance in the worst case scenario, Western region Honorable Kennedy Agyapong is winning. Into the hill Central Western North.
Okay.
Central emphatic, Western North emphatic. Into spillover no abaha omina ye the same coastal.
Okay.
Then Greater Accra so now has switched because Greater Accra was very close. The
Greater Accra
Greater Accra was 19,002 and 17,002 in 2023. Okay. Internet Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia leading 2023, but never Bosopa. Anna now has switched to Honorable Kennedy Agyapong.
Okay.
Voter region, Honorable Owini 2023, August he's been through. Eastern switch October. Anna Aste na michichu.
But in Eastern, it means that Dr. Agyapong lose whole over Eastern region.
To Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia.
To Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia.
Yes, most of or more vote in a year, but a bad Honorable Kennedy Agyapong vote now. Omu more stable.
Okay. So who is winning Eastern region?
So Eastern, that's what I'm saying, sir. 8,000 for Honorable Kennedy Agyapong, 6,000 for Dr. Brian Agyapong, 4,000 for Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia.
Eti Agyapong na a winning Eastern region.
Yes, but
because of the rift between Dr. Bawumia and Dr. Brian Agyapong.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. Nti se omienu nsenka omugina baako dia.
Okay.
Okabo manke betu. Patriarchy say.
Okay.
Sanity. And in Ashanti region is keenly contested, but there is about 15,000 for Honorable Kennedy Agyapong, 14,000 for Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. So Ashanti region, undecided, undisclosed, no. But what we realize is most of the undecided, 87% of them are for Honorable Kennedy Agyapong.
The undecided?
Undecided.
It means
good. That's a very good thing. Until the end, say undecided, undisclosed, no. First worst case ni we no pick sa names ni bi.
Okay.
And ye sa sample sa names no. And ye ko frɛ omu bi. Nti you frɛ bon say almost 9 out of 10 of undecided no muso beto Obama Honorable Kennedy Agyapong. That's about 87% of it.
Mo no mo ka say no mo ka tell say afomo decide say
on say undecided ni undisclosed most of the times no obi on ma nipa no ne kasa ye no ejina ekwan on ne kasa at that time no and na baby a no what that time no to obi on asa ne kasa biema so you're comfortable obeshe obi a on ne kasa still on can the
okay so on decided na musa bo akire mu akonya bia omo kasa
and a extrapolate free
so it means say omo no for now omo nye undecided as of the time omo no kasa ye
emu bi ne ekofaye nti so this is say yes sample kakra.
Undecided na a yes say na mo sample say free mo.
So undecided no. As at now we have I can give you the correct figure right here. Just a second. So undecided no we have 6,008 it's undecided 6,910.
6,910. Okay.
Okanmi Boma is approximately 12,900.
And I say na mo sa no mo ka say chire ya for my so madwin.
In fact, you pick 20% of them. They use the same sampling now you see for weight.
20% of the 14,000.
Of the 12,000.
Of the 12,000.
And as that 20% yes sanium kokasai. And based on omo to me my response no.
Okay.
And if you extrapolate that response no to the whole 12,000.
Okay. So the 12,000 no every day about 40,000 na mo year no.
Me patran.
Okay.
Patran. Inti but for last page.
Before we call last page, see the data no H10 years say to abano as of 9th January to abano dia and Kennedy or Agyapong at team kura with 50% plus
52.59
52.5%
59
as against 39% for Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia 36% for Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia sada mo data reach
me patran.
Okay. So my concluding part.
Until no, but the last page. Okay. This one is we don't beat me account.
If I'm ready, I'm for so message. But I can't say next year. We boy other region. Near near I'm for so could you come because when you a delegate son at the end of Mokasa. Yet Ghana for and a ADM combo. And the Ebisa Ghana for say. Why no free say MPP Amayoko and to a bam fam woman and famano as omo flag bearer. It is a new region for from near Bohonum so Eddie Achto. So When you amount for the be Edim Komua, especially more call 2023 for Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, you my son margin. Almost the entity of one son margin.
And yes, so much of the into obese dream. Political parties or more existed to win power.
Yeah.
And the political parties, no, delegating, like I mentioned, but focus from political actors.
Okay.
Only shareholders of the New Patriotic Party.
Yeah.
And opposition, yeah, they be a political party be up. And their decision, no, and your candidate, no, in particular, a decision no more make it. Okay. To me, no, when you share, obit me am to me. And I'm sure cycle no go through no. And yet said they were reset the whole MPP ni biom. Now omubuse omuse, okay, and yeshe, nipa numi edi omukwe. Let me forget the meto ma bakra man.
Okay.
Why na me yedene kwa obetumi am yenya chance e wini power.
So the do na ese omadwen from 2023 no. Omu sure ni nyina said Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia antimi wini fam omo. Ejo omo pekene di ohina Japan.
As it stands, most of the delegates no for OPEC 2023 all the way to 2024 now. The 2023 no context no. Na yewo Ghana ye run BBFN executive presidency.
Yeah.
Executive presidency no means that president no to me or appointments power. Nti baby a osno ne gina no. Eho na ne banso ebegina.
Yeah.
Nti se president ne support nyina emma ne running long time running maintenance vice president. A natural say Ubia bedi president a yeto aba ma me say aha na yepanyin pede ho ne nyina nso ebegina. But for 2026 officially me patcho mo na me nsem for yes we are researchers. His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa decided say on support you Ubia officially. And they say no on ta Ubia echi. Ye tosu mienu se party opposition a eya na influencers ni appointees no mu ni leverage na no mu first ni biem. Enti bibi a friend boss focus am creeping in line no e bi enshade anyede anyhow. Enti the here pa this stage the message of the candidates. And a candidate ni personality na or they ma delegates no. And omo metwa sa candidate no ho so ehia. Ene omo nkomo a omo di ni omo nsem omo kan ni omo dwuma omo di. And a member of Renfi say meka de bi say delegates you know they are political actors. What it means is say more political memories. Into omunim say for 8 years near wa ben mu no de tumi ye anna sesi a wo say all promises obey bibi no omu behwe de ye twa mu ene de osu betumi aye patron.
Wow. Does it mean say Kennedy or Hina Japan message no echo from ye and the other 4 contestants nana?
So this is the first thing I mean as a researcher is surprising me. The 2023 no.
Okay.
Obi catch him say me na me GD say Honorable Kennedy Ohene Japan benya 37% that time and coming Jindi.
Okay.
And the fact ne say so uhwe 2023 any DNS surround this elections no any new may see around that elections no still when you 10,000 when you 20,000 when you 50,000 when you 71,000 votes out of 192 out of the 204 ni mun 192 na kotwaba.
Okay.
And onya that 71,000. So what it means ni say that time mpo with 10 months no that is what he had. Now what's our man mresi ye na ensamra emmetwaba ni biem no o see form no the message no the bantu see all the 5 candidates now Mr. Chief Engineer Kwabena Agyapong.
Okay.
Or no kasa say go back to our roots.
Okay.
And MPP no you will be a free buyer. The ma ye MPP a party of intellectuals, a party of Kabima Minkabino. Yanko back to our roots. Ne yanke kan ho nya den emum. Oba Dr. Yao said Duchuma or say media medjuma medjuma me as a Minister of Education. Any nyuma pa me ye. Me na metumi aka party na den abom. Ti mo hwe me nyuma pa me ye ho na mo fa 2 me ne mame. Dr. Brian Champon then the summing up in a very simple way. Media campaign for me anyway no. Kameta obi echi. But ye mu ba kokoye no. When to me and Shego no, intina me free defense, babe Shego as strikers into mission. Into no point in say senka the 2 horse race for no, to me a jumananka on betin simubi. But all the data trusted Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia koye no, when to me and ye juma also ye nintino no, ye mfa 2 minutes day and mano na say ni say no bit me a day. Aye. Anna Honorable Kennedy Ohene Japan, essay is about jobs, industrialization. and at the welfare of the delegates. Then OPK, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, the all kind of say importance is being consistency. You know, comes is the most marketable, most visible. On person just say Ejumano, MPP di kan ayama dada. What's the sana? That's where they are coming from. But Honorable Kennedy Agyapong, to the two of them, no, the strength that Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia Jinason say, ya ton me dada. Okay. Umu yenim me dada. And he made to me aye Juman Monsan farming cobium because consistency better ebebo. And Honorable Kennedy Agyapong say, ye megunu no de hi omo pass say no aye Juma. And he empe Juma mom. Na ye industrialize yeah, and na ubehu se bia ofano ma bia na the church na ha so.
Okay, so for now you can say omunya nyanrape omo campaign. No say we na mop up kakra Dr. Brian Echampo. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia eda so wo Ashanti region. Can do hina Japan so ewom engineer Kwabena Japan no say or down any so de hu no LDA magana fo nyina na MPP etitafo enso etie doctor ya was said which so age them dem. So does it mean say be betimi asesa from and na ye ka say till the D-Day nana?
Nti o share your margin of error any our confidence level for winner it's a plus or minus 0.5% at a 95%.
It's not 2% crowd.
No. So 95% confidence level. Nti the mechanic said the no.
Okay.
Likely say 95% of it ne besi. Nti o share gap na Pacho, just go a page back. Say a easy from me hand. Just backwards. Go backward. Pacho hand. Into Usha, what is happening now? Usha 52.59. Now here 36.24. I had here 2 horse race because Omi and Unkwan HM with 13. Yes, take away into without any prejudice to ye penny for me and Sanakan. Sir Nipa Mienu way no for this gap to change between January 9th to 31st no, it will take a lot. Something unusual. But they meet me, I can say, at this point, job day grounds. Obi antinsi from no be anya ejuma. Na ye nhwe de besi. But say ye the data na ye di ejuma na kan dia. I can confidently say nipa num no. Only Kennedy Ohene Japan they beat me across the 50+1.
And most that's what around best 9 regions. Regions so winning here no. Per mo data that mo show no. 10 regions no winning.
10 regions.
Okay.
10 regions.
But that's it. If I your messages who ejuma WhatsApp number here 0531 029 795 0531 029 795. For message efaso emam ne keka yakwa central region ene ehona yamane boni Alfred Amo ene Ghana de hye wo emfimfini mantem adi nkomo ebisom se NPP for kwa akoto aba ayi flag bearer why eno mo fi se NPP for to aba emfa emano ekuma Alfred ne amafo central region ediye eni
baby we Asin Central Asin Fosu eno ene Asin Central capital ohwemechi ha station kesia ewo Asin Central constituency mechire Asin Fosu na hinkru ne ho ene yegina sese na nyankopon pa 31st ena MPP amanyo kru no delegate ewo mu ekoto aba ekoyi mpenifo numu a egina se wo pese odi party nenimu no wokoyi mu baako ma otumi enye da akonya no edi party no enimu na no ena ye pese ye ne omanfo kasa kakra na tie wadwenkyere ewom se abare nye omo na ebeto de delegate na ebeto ba we de pese ye hwe se omanfo na so hwepete degremu a omo se mpenifo numu a egina ewo MPP dinimu se ye yi mu baako yi wohwe ahwan ene bedi mu nkonim aha ye station aha obenya adwedifo wa ha ona eton wade obenya driver for wa ha obenya wani afi wonkuru ahodo so aba obedi dwan so ewa ha so randomly we ye nimo bia political party a wodwen but then ye ne nkofo no bia edi nkomo na ye gusese won so hwebetete kremu a se ne wo hunu mpenifo num yi emu de o enfa ene wo susu se ono na baton bebe wiye no na wadi nkunim many binim ni nkomo ne ntie wadwenkyere
kana de bedi nkunim ono de ono ose obama YouTube no so ya does sene amilwa no kokora ni nyina aha enti oba ne de YouTube ni de na gise ebebo aye pa
hempenifo enum na obi ase fata se otumi di MPP enim but ye hwe currently baby MPP e wona ehia okandini a obetumi aka party na bom na watumi so asan power e dey am MPP coming 2028 so ye bompa ye say honorable Agyapong I was ya seen this year enya say o ya seen impo but ye hwe ne nsama wo kan ene dwuma wo di so far I think say if Ken wins her ebebo MPP na asan abo Ghana as a whole
say ka say me to be and answer me to be a meto ama Ken ade kronte e beto ama Ken ne say ye nim de wadi nkan aye ama oseman enti say ye hwe enokra ne hu say eba ne say wonjina mo man Ghana obegina ama ye nyina na ye ne ye wo asin central no ye ka say ye to a afane afanka no ntresa bonte so fo me fanko nti ye gina mama onabo Canada ohene Agyapong onoa e na ekọ oda number 1
Canada na ade ebe wini odo mo fansa ba bi enshonka ti se papa na bono mo de na Canada no ne Bawumia de nsunsun wo bebre nsunsun wo se Canada wedin kan aye nyuma bebre se Bawumia no de am se obay vice president ana we Canada no se no aba direct na Canada so won ne wonam no atitifo no wonam no na mpunto atitiri owo oma Ghana na ho fama owo no Bawumia animufa
Canada die obewini ye youth no de ye hia kan de den efisa Bawumia watwantra na NDC fo no kro mbanya bia gyina so e de aye campaign e de TMPP government no e sialawo bibia minim se Canada de obewini
honorable Kennedy ohina Japan de in fact ono de ye hwe na ho keka ene na ho den in fact Ghana ye hia serious leadership it's me dem come back say enye se bia ye office central region and into the kind of sabet nka ye twemu dia nka ohene Agyapong
Freeman table now to say no more entry enkono ma make us a good ball USA on the force say ope good hunye ma papa ye de ya kan de to yen say de bi e hye aso ye de bi to your kom ye de bi e ye reggae so amwa hyem kwa de a tofa free good ball USA for and chain tofa free gold ball jewelry for omo enche o showrooms bebre ebi won kran ebi ewo Kumasem hwehwe baako ewo Kimbu Road Diamond House ewo Kimbu Road from 0555810005 Osusu Oxford Street or showroom baako hodom from 0556771438 East Legon Otele Avenue also from 0553163811 Southna Spintex Marina Mall also from 0556771414 Tema Community 11 so showroom back also from 0556771415 Kumasi Ampoma Arcade so showroom back offer 0556771416 and a Prempeh the First International Airport so another showroom so number 0531040808 Goldboard Jewelry. Discover the collection that marries heritage with modern luxury. Goldboard Jewelry. Papa. Dr. T. Yako. So, Sanamwa Canadian. Are you sacrabian? We bet me about giddy, sir.
And for research, the first disclaimer when I'm the baby.
Okay.
And you may my drink.
Okay.
A delegate and your mukasa drink. But so we are sampling no a year. Yeah, and most of the times, no, the area of confidence level. And to make me, I say, order ne dear, and sessa.
But as we did, I was see is Yakoya and watching out for and my concentrate Adom TV. Yakra.
NDC, Mako, MPP.